When all else fails, trust your gut. Guts are sort of legendarily unreliable in software development projects. This is a graph I came up with. It's my interpretation of Gartner's hype cycle, if you're familiar with that thing. So let's talk about the blue line. I know this is not actually too visible for you, but I'll narrate through it. Let's talk about the blue line. The blue line is reality. You are in a normal software project, right? It's going to have some bumps in the road. It's largely going to meet its timeline and budget, maybe blown by a little bit that people can spot at the beginning. It's going to have some really difficult times in the middle, and you're going to have to make some trade-offs, but it's a normal software project. It started out fine, it pretty much went fine, and it ended mostly fine. That's reality. The orange line is the emotions of the business. Again, we're circling back to the beginning where I said technology inspires passion. The initial meetings around this platform rollout are absolutely euphoric. People are going to meetings and they're dreaming up their dreamy dreams about what the software is going to do and how it's going to transform the business, and there's going to be this feature. And to be fair, it's human nature. It's probably they've been in spreadsheets half their lives. It's probably the most exciting meeting they've had in a month or 6. And they're just dreaming along about what it's going to be. So the emotions are absolutely euphoric. And since most businesses, for very persuasive reasons, are doing waterfall-type software development at some level or another, you have this kind of dark side of the moon phenomenon where everybody stops having the meetings. They go away, program the thing, and they come back at the alpha stage, which is by definition kind of wonky and broken, and not everything works. Meanwhile, the business people didn't read the business requirements documents. We all know that. Or if they read it, they said, that can't possibly be what I call the butterfly stage, what they're like dreaming on. So they ignore them, right? So now the alpha stage comes. And the software is broken because it's an alpha. But also, people come crashing down to earth. That's all there is? Oh my Lord, this thing's a disaster. And then you start to have after-action reviews, and vendors are called on the carpet, and sometimes they're fired, and the whole thing is going on. This is all there is, and that's what it looks like, and that's how broken it is. This thing is a blessed disaster. So then, gradually, the business recovers, software developers make adjustments, a feature is resurrected because somebody thought it was a catastrophe. And you can see what I call, so that's the trough of FUD. Oh, I didn't define FUD. By the way, FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So at the alpha stage, the business goes into the trough of FUD, of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And then there's FUD recovery. They recover from their FUD, which is good, and that's all healthy and normal, and happens. 2 things to be aware of. 1, the problem is that if you look at the emotions of the business there and the emotions of the business there, you can easily conclude, which often happens, is that people end up disappointed and thinking that the software project was not a success, when this is what it was destined to be all along. So that's a problem. And the second hint that I'll give you is I actually often show people in large software rollouts this graph, because it has the effect of inoculating people against the trough of FUD. And I will say optimism is not your friend in software development. We just had a butterfly meeting. We just had a dreamy dream meeting. And secretly, you're all going to come crashing down to earth. I promise you, it's about, how long is this project? Oh, that would be in about 4.5 months. So keep your little trough of FUD graph in your memory. So in service of our wonderful conference organizers, I am ending on time. My book is available here again for $20 because I'm not going to make change, half off the cover price, or on Amazon. That's me. Questions?